Hi everyone, welcome to rachelpichleryoga. My name is Rachel. Today we're doing a yoga practice for our heart chakra. So, one of my favorites. Find a little bit of space to move, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let's get started. So let's begin by just finding a nice comfy seat, and we'll start by just talking a little bit about the heart chakra. So this lovely place, this lovely beating heart inside of our chest is our heart chakra, and it's a very, very important energy center for a whole lot of reasons. So when we feel a little bit out of balance, or we might be a little bit closed off, we can feel a little bit unforgiving, possessive, just kind of not so loving. So when we open up and we let that energy flow, we can just feel just so light, and we're willing to forgive and forget. And that includes just loving ourselves, our friends, our family, the tree outside the window, anything, everything. And yeah, this chakra is just really special, I think. So we're going to do a lot of heart openers, of course, back bending, and yeah, let's do it, you guys. Find a nice comfy seat, bringing your left hand right on top of your heart, and then your right hand on top of that hand as well. I want you to sit a little bit taller, close your eyes if you haven't already, and just start to smile. Just put the biggest smile on your face. And then, as always, of course, just check in with your breath. Maybe you can feel your chest, your lungs kind of filling up with air. And then coming back down. Maybe you can actually feel your heartbeat. And if you've kind of relaxed your lips and you're no longer smiling, I want you to curve them back up. Show me some teeth. Nice work, you guys. Take one more big breath in and out. You can let your hands come away from your chest, bringing them just to the floor behind you. Let's push the chest forward, pull the shoulders back, lift the chin. Stay for another inhale and an exhale. Interlacing your hands in front, push your palms forward, rounding through the upper back. Opening up through the shoulder blades. The shoulder blades are also parts or surrounding that heart chakra, so we need to open them. We need to relax them. Let's use a nice big inhale. Sweep the arms up above your head. Look up if you can. And take a lean over to the right. And come back and go to the left. Awesome, you guys. Coming back up, look up. Exhale your arms back down to your sides. Roll your shoulders up to your ears. Pull them back, drop them down. And let's move on to our hands and onto our knees. Tabletop. So let's continue to warm up with a little cat and cow. As you inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart, your chin. Exhale, rounding the spine. Draw your chin towards your collarbone. Inhale, drop the belly, lift that heart. And exhale, rounding, opening through the upper back. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome, you guys. Use an inhale to come back to a nice flat back. We'll reach our arms forwards and take puppy dog. So keep your hips high. Let your forehead try to find the floor. Let your chest try to find the floor. And then with an inhale, just lift up a little bit so that you can slide your right arm underneath and drop that shoulder down. Just opening up through that right side of the upper back. Using an inhale to lift up, reach that right arm back out and slide the left underneath. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, lift all the way back up. Walk your hands in underneath your shoulders. Let's tuck the toes under and lift up into downward facing dog. So maybe take your dog for a little walk, pedal the feet, maybe be nice and still. And then we're going to use an inhale and find a nice high plank. So bring the shoulders forwards towards the wrists. You can drop to your knees if you'd like. As you exhale, lower all the way down onto your stomach. All the way down. Untuck your toes. Bring your hands under your shoulders. And we're just going to fire up the back body. So use an inhale to lift your chest, lift your heart, and maybe the hands want to lift too. Stay for an inhale and exhale. Rest your heart back down, maybe even the chin or your nose. Inhale, lift the heart, and exhale, lower. One more inhale and exhale. Awesome, you guys. Tuck your toes underneath. Push yourself back up either into your plank or onto your hands and your knees. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. Take another big inhale here. Exhale, lower your knees all the way down to your mat. Come up to standing on your knees. Hands are going to find the low back. Push the hips forward a little bit. Lift the chest, lift the chin. Pull your shoulders back, camel pose, drawing the elbows towards each other. Don't worry about going too far. We will be coming back here later. Let's take another breath though. And then using an inhale to bring yourself back up. Hands are coming all the way to the floor. We're going to be coming into our downward facing dog. So move slow. Take your time. Taking a few breaths here once you do get here. So maybe walking the feet out. Maybe being nice and still. But let's use an inhale to look forwards. Exhale, walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. So your feet could be together or hip width apart. But we're going to bend our knees and use our thighs as a little shelf for our stomach, for our chest. So bend those knees. All right, from here, you guys, we're going to reach or sweep our fingertips for the front of the room. But I want you to look down. Look down. Creating some length through that spine. Maybe the hips can come up just a little bit. Awesome work, you guys. Stay for an inhale. And exhale. Lower the hands. You can find some length through the legs now. Fold forwards. Let your head be heavy. Maybe rock your hips side to side. Awesome work. Bend your knees enough so that you can plant your hands. Walk your feet all the way back into downward facing dog. With an inhale and an exhale to lower the knees all the way back towards the mat. So sit on your heels. So bring your knees about hip width apart and your feet about hip width apart, and then sit on your heels. So we're going to kind of move a little bit in our camel pose today. So let me just lead you into this. Your left hand is going to just rest on the floor beside you, or maybe on your heel. I'm not sure yet. So that left hand's going to come down. The right arm is going to sweep across, and at the same time, you're going to lift the hips, and maybe you can reach all the way for the back wall. And then you're just going to drop it down, coming the same way that you came into it. So sweeping that arm. Right hand's going to plant beside you, sweeping the left across, lifting the hips, reaching, stretching, and then lowering back down. Switch sides. I don't know. I'm going to try to grab my heel this time. Gives a little bit more height to the hips, but just kind of play with it, you guys. This might be a little different, or maybe you're really good at this. Maybe you don't have a wall stopping you from reaching really far like I do. But let's do one more on each side. One more. And coming back, last one. Breathe. Lift those hips. Awesome job. Come back forward onto your hands and your knees. Rock those hips side to side a little bit. Just shake it out. Awesome work, you guys. All right, let's lift up into downward facing dog. So tuck your toes under, lift your knees off of the mat, and find your downward facing dog. Breathe. Using an inhale, start to lift your right foot up. And exhale, let's send it through. Lower the back knee down, or you could keep it lifted, but we'll lift the chest, finding a crescent lunge. The hands can come to the hips instead of reaching up if you would like. And then let's just think about opening that heart. Pull the shoulders back, lift your chin. That left hand might want to reach for your back leg. And then if you really want to go for it, we could reach that right arm up. Awesome job, you guys. Use an inhale to lift your upper body back up out of that back bend. Your hands can find the floor, and we'll just send the hips back to find the length through that front leg for a half split. And with an inhale, let's shift that weight forwards again, back into the lunge. Plant your hands. Take your front foot back into your downward dog. Take a moment here if you'd like. Or you can start to inhale your left foot up and exhale it through to the top of your mat, setting up your lunge. Maybe that back knee's staying lifted. I'm going to drop mine down today though. Sinking into those hips. Lift that chest. And just start to open the chest. You don't have to go super far in this. Just pull the shoulders back. Chin, chest is proud. But maybe that right hand is reaching for your back leg. And maybe that left arm wants to reach up. Awesome, you guys. Let's use an inhale. Come out of that back bend, hands to the floor, sending the hips back for your half splits. A nice stretch for the hamstring. Nice job. Using an inhale, send that front knee forwards again. Plant your hands. We'll find our way back into downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale and start to shift your weight forwards into a high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your stomach again. Untuck your toes, find the top of your feet. We're going to be lifting the heart again, so the hands are under the shoulders. Use an inhale, lift the heart, the chest. Keep your feet down, use that entire upper body. Maybe the hands want to hover. One more inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Awesome, you guys. Tuck your toes under, coming back the way we came, either on the hands and the knees or a high plank. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Take one more inhale. And an exhale to lower the knees down to the mat. All right, you guys. Cross your ankles. Have a seat. Have a seat just for a moment. Hanging onto the back of your legs. Boat pose. A nice boat pose. With the heart chakra. It's a lot of opening up the heart, but it's also kind of about flowing through air, balancing, taking flight, just, all kinds of things that have to do with the air. It's also the air element, the chakra. So let's balance on our sit bones with boat pose is what I was trying to say. Awesome job, you guys. Lower your feet, cross your ankles, come forwards onto your hands and your knees. Lift up into downward facing dog. With an inhale, look forwards. Exhale, walk, step. Maybe you want to jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach up, look up, and exhale your hands through heart center. And down to your sides. All right, you guys, we're nice and warm. We're going to do one nice, strong, balance pose today. So that is going to be warrior 3. Take that left foot behind you a little bit. Hands can be on your hips, or maybe you would like them in prayer in front of your heart. And you're just going to tip forwards. So that big toe might never leave the floor, but you might be coming all the way into warrior 3. Finding your balance. Awesome, you guys. If you want a little extra challenge, let's interlace our hands behind us. Open the heart. Pull the shoulders back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Yes. Let's use an inhale to come back up to standing. Drop that left foot down. Release your hands back to your sides. And we'll switch sides. So that right foot can step behind a little bit. Let's start with the first variation. Hands in front of the heart or to the hips. Tipping forwards as far as you would like to. Find that balance. If you want to get that extra heart opener, interlace those fingers behind you. Woo! Might get nice and wobbly. That's okay. There we go. Awesome job, you guys. Use an inhale, coming all the way back up. Release your hands to your sides. Roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands to your mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Just one inhale here. And exhale. Lower your knees all the way down. Cross your ankles. Bring your legs out in front. Awesome, you guys. So hang on to the back of your legs. We're not doing boat pose. Don't worry. Hang on to the back of your legs to start. We're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. So you're going to have to let go of your legs probably, unless you got nice long arms. But roll your upper body down one vertebrae at a time. All the way into the back of your head reaches. And then we're going to roll back up. So start by tucking your chin. Lift up one vertebrae at a time. Squeeze that core. Pause at the top and roll back down. One vertebrae at a time. Awesome, you guys. Rest the back of the head and then come back up. Nice and slow. We've got one more, but we don't have to come back up. Bonus. Woohoo, awesome. So, relax. Relax for a second. But start to walk your feet in. Walk your feet in towards your hips. Let's take a nice inhale and exhale. Nice work, you guys. All right. We're nice and warm. We're going to be doing just another back bend. 2 to be exact. So we have 2 sets. You can do wheel pose for both, or you can do bridge for both, or you can do one and the other. But let's start by just lifting the hips. If you're going into wheel, feel free to go all the way up. I'll do bridge for the first one. Just think about bringing your collarbone towards your chin. So round 1, take one more inhale and use an exhale to lower your hips back down, all the way down, resting the low back. Take a moment. And we're going to go up one more time if you want it, wheel, bridge, whichever one. Making your way there on your own time. Stay for a few breaths. Just think about opening up the heart. Maybe you want to lift the heels and find the balls of your feet. And staying for one more inhale if you're still lifted. And using an exhale, slowly make your way down. Lower your hips, pull your knees towards your chest, rock it out. And letting your feet find the floor again. Just let the soles of the feet come together and your knees fall out wide. Take your left hand, rest it on your heart. And bring your right hand to your belly button. We hold so much love and emotion in our heart. And we give extra attention, a little extra love, just to keep it open, keep things flowing. And we have the opportunity to just give so much love. And also the opportunity to receive love. So please stay here for as long as you have time for. Until we meet again, have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.